सर्वहंस परिवजाचार्य शत क्षत्र डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, नामाचार्य श्री हरदास ठाकुर की जय हो, श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा, जय अद्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा, जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा, जय अद्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा, जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा, जय अद्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा। Hare Krishna, I would like to welcome you all for our today's class. Today we are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 2, Adi Lila, entitled Lord Chaitanya, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Today we're going to read out from text 25, 26 and 27. So 25 we will recite together, and 26 and 27 I will do by myself. भक्ति योग भक्त पाया यनहार दर्शना, सूर्या ये नास विग्रहा देखा देवगणा, भक्ति योगे भक्त पाया यनहार दर्शना, सूर्य ये न सविग्रह देखे देवगना. Yoga by devotional service. Bhakta, the devotee. Paya obtains. Yanahara, whose. Darshana, sight. Surya, the sun god. Yena, like. Savigraha, with forms. Dekhe, they see. Devagana, the dungeons of heaven. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Through their service, devotees see that personality of Godhead just as the dungeons of heavens see the personality of the sun. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has His eternal form, which cannot be seen by material eyes or mental speculation. Only by transcendental devotional service can one understand the transcendental form of the Lord. The comparison is made here to the qualification of wooing the personal features of the sun god. The sun god is a person who, although not visible to our eyes, is seen from the higher planets by the demigods, whose eyes are suitable for seeing through the glaring sunshine that surrounds him. Every planet had its own atmosphere according to the influence of the arrangement of material nature. It is therefore necessary to have a particular type of bodily construction to reach a particular planet. The inhabitants of earth may be able to reach the moon, but the inhabitants of heaven can reach even the fairy sphere called the sun. What is impossible for man on earth is easy for the demigods in heaven because of their different bodies. Similarly, to see the Supreme Lord, one must have the spiritual eyes of devotional service. The personality of Godhead is unapproachable by those who are habituated to speculation about the absolute truth in terms of experimental scientific thought. Without reference to the transcendental vibration, the ascending approach to the absolute truth ends in the realization of impersonal Brahman and the localized Paramatma, but not the supreme transcendental personality. Text number 26. Jnana yoga marge tanre bhaje ye saba, Brahma atma rupe tanre kare anubhava. Translation. Those who walk the path of knowledge and yoga worship only Him, for it is Him they perceive as the impersonal Brahman and localized Paramatma. Purport. Those who are fond of mental speculation, which is Jnana Marga, or want to meditate in mystic yoga to find the absolute truth, must approach the impersonal effulgence of the Lord and his partial representation respectively. Such persons cannot realize the eternal form of the Lord. Today, and the next one is 27. Upasana bhede jani ishvara mahima ateva surya tandra deita upama. Translation. Thus one may understand the glories of the Lord through different modes of worship, as the analogy of the sun illustrates. Om Jnanaatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshunmilitan Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaha Padantikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vindhavaneshwari Vishwabhanu Sute Devi Paramamami Hari Priye Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Prashati Deshatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasa Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai. So, the chapter entitled as Lord Chaitanya, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Personality means a person. A person is there behind the personality. If the person is there, that's why the personality is there. So in this today's 3 verse, it's emphasizing into the 3 aspects which are the major aspects of knowing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Especially Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this Kali age, in the age of this Kali. Because the person who doesn't understand or does not accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for him or her, it's very difficult to understand Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Because as the Veda says, this particular avatara, as a golden avatara, Lord is hidden. He is hidden from the eyes of the materialistic person. He is hidden from the Vedas also. If he is hidden in the Vedas, what to speak about the ordinary people, those who are trying to find something from the Veda? It's not possible. Until and unless he allows himself to know. If he himself allows to know, then people only know him. So his avatara is called Channa avatara, which is hidden incarnation. Many so-called spiritualists, especially in today's 3 verses, talking about the mental speculation, Jnanis, Karmis, Ashtanga yogis, is super duper hidden. Even those who are practicing Bhakti Yoga, for them it is also not possible to know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There are so many organizations in India, they are practicing, they are saying we are doing Bhakti Yoga, but they are also unaware or they are bereft from the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because they think himself, he was just a very popular saintly person in the town of Nadia. Only just by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you know him. Srimad Bhagavatam reveals us this truth, that no wonder those who are transcendentalists, they see the Supreme Lord in 3 different levels, in 3 different aspects, which today's 3 words are talking about mainly. Shri Shri Radha Govinda ki jai. The first step is, which is Vadanti tas Tattva Vidas Tattvam Yad Jnanam Advayam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagwaneti Shabdate. So there are 3 levels to know the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The first is Brahmeti, which is the Brahman realization. And the second one is Paramatmeti. This is a super soul localized in the region of heart. And the third one is Bhagwan realization, which is the complete realization. These three are really good, but the first two are incomplete, Purna. They are not Purna. The Purna is only the Bhagwan realization. Let me give you an example to understand these three levels, because in a Bhagwan realization, Ananda is there. What is there? Ananda is there. Bliss is there. I always give an example. Suppose we are in this temple hall and there is a paraphernalia room out there. And if someone is cooking gulab jamun, okay, suppose three people are sitting here and someone is cooking gulab jamun in there and three of us smells, okay, and the person, one of us, he smells, he says, I am satisfied only just by smelling. It is nice because smell is good. Gulab jamun smell is very good. But he says, I don't want to go further. I don't want to be only by happy by smelling, whatever it is. The other person says, no, I am not satisfied. I have to go beyond that. If something is smelling, there must be something is cooking very nicely. So I have to go and see. So he gets up, goes out of the room, go and see, oh, there is a gulab jamun. It's a round shape. It is brown color. It is soaked in a sugar syrup. And it has got many other, kaju, badam inside. He said, wow. Then he comes back, he says, I'm satisfied. And the third one, which is me, I gets up, I smelled, I'm eager. Okay, let me go and see where does this smell come from. I go and see, oh, this is gulab jamun. Now my eagerness increases, I want to eat it. So I smelled, okay, I saw, and I ate. So Ananda is there. The person on a Brahma realization is only Sat. Sat means eternity. And second one is Paramatma realization, which is the second level. It has got Sat and Chit. Eternity plus knowledge, which is Jnana Yogi. And the third one is Sat, Chit and Ananda. Eternity is also there, knowledge is also there, and Ananda is also there. So I saw, I smelled, and I ate. So that's called complete realization of the product. So that's where the Bhagwan realization comes from. But many people, they do mental speculation. That's why here they're saying, Lord does not open other people, those who do their mental speculation. It is not possible. Because he himself is saying, Bhakteya mam abhijanati. Bhakteya mam. Only by devotional service, and also in that devotional service, that has to be performed under his pure devotee. Because bhakti, if we go, we also work in many offices and warehouse and schools and here. On our top of our head, in our department, there is always a supervisor, a team leader, an operation manager. We cannot just go to the office and do whatever we want. We have been given a task on our daily basis. And that task is being supervised throughout the whole day. I'm pretty much sure those who goes to the office, they know this formula very well. They can't just go to the office at any time. Okay? They cannot just pick up at any task to do it. They cannot just do any task however they want to do it. No, there is a particular rules, regulation, a procedure is there. You go to the office, you speak to your boss, whoever it is, either a supervisor, team leader, or an operation manager. He speaks to you, he assigned you a task, and he asks you in this way, in a certain way, he wants you to do it. And then you pleases him. And that's how your job is perfectly done for the day. But when we come to the bhakti, we start using whatever we want to use. So where is the question to attain the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Bhakti means surrender, sharanagati. Sharanagati to the proper procedure. The way the rules and regulations has been set up, we have to do it, otherwise there is no hope. We are here from different part of the countries. And I'm pretty much sure when we were planning to come to America, we didn't just end up here by our own mental speculation. There was an embassy. There was an agent. And when we go to the embassy given us a proper checklist. Okay, these are the documents need to be submitted to the American embassy, and when they go through with it, then you have to wait for their sanction. Once they approve you the visa, then you can fly. I'm pretty much sure everybody has done like that, yeah? Because you were born here. You were born here. But many of us, those who come from the overseas, we know what we have done. We cannot just say, I'm going to America by my own will. See, just from transporting ourselves from one country to another country in this material world, we cannot do by our own mental speculation. So where is the question transporting ourselves from this material world to the spiritual world by our own mental speculation? No way. No way. That means we are cheating ourselves. We are completely cheating ourselves. It is not possible, not possible. Do not try it. It just wastes our time. We need to take the shelter completely of a bona fide institutions over here, which already Srila Prabhupada has set up throughout the whole world. Even though once he left, still this mission is going on. Why? Because those who are his sincere followers, they are exactly setting up the example for upcoming devotees. Our spiritual master, they did it, they taught us, we have to do it, and we have to teach the upcoming generation, those who are going to come out here. But what to do? What to do? For so many lifetimes, we have associated with this material energy and contaminated people. We have grabbed their properties, their qualities. To become stubborn, to become rebellious, not to follow him, what he is saying. So where is the question that we will be happy in this material world? The person who made this jail, material world, Supreme Lord, to put the conditioned soul for rehabilitation or for correction, okay, he himself is saying how you can get out of this material world, because he's seeing from the top, okay, there is a way. You do left, you do right, you do left, you go straight, then you take a U-turn, you do this, and that, then you can come out. But what we say, it's okay, don't worry. We know, I know my way. How many have you heard during book distribution this statement, I know my way? If you ask somebody, sir, kindly take this book and practice spirituality, take the authoritative book. I don't know, no, I know my way, I know how I have to go. No, you are not going anywhere. Srila Prabhupada gives an example of, that means you are rowing a boat, you are going to start a boat to cross from one end to another end, but you have forgotten to pick up the anchor. You have forgotten to pick up the anchor. So no matter how hard you row the boat, you are still the same. It looks like water is shaking with your boat thing, and you are using your hand, you're seeing things are moving, but at the end of your life you find out you were there where you started your journey. You didn't even move an inch. Why? Because you forgot to uplift the anchor. So anchor is our stubborn nature here. So we need to work on that. We need to really work on that. Satovritti, nectar of instruction, Rupa Goswami, he emphasizes this particular word. It says satovritti. What do you mean by satovritti? Who will tell me? What do you mean by satovritti? Following the previous acharya. How they have setting the example. We go to bank, okay? Nowadays, before it was not like that, but nowadays there are so many desks, and on every desk there is an expert person sitting. Loan expert for personal loan, okay, car loan expert, house loan expert, finance loan expert, business loan expert. So the experts are sitting over there. Why these experts are sitting over there? To save our time, to guide us a proper guidance. Okay, what you go to the bank and you speculate yourself, I'm gonna take a loan. Let me submit whatever document I think I should submit. Do you think the bank will approve those documents? Not at all. Because the expert is there. You go to the expert and say, sir, I would like to apply for a personal loan. What are the documentation to be needed to submit to the bank? Then he gives you a checklist. And with that checklist, when you come next time, then you save you a lot of time. Then you straight away, loan will be approved. There you go. Then you can start up your business. But the person says, no, I'm not going to take anyone's help. I will come next time. Then the officer say, okay, I need this document. Next day you will come. Is that my file been approved? No, sir, I need one more document, one more document, one more document. Then many days you are just coming back and forth. But if you take the help of the expert guidance, then you can save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, and many other things. In a similar way, in a spirituality also, experts are there. Already they have walked on the path of bhakti, and they have set us or left us some rules and regulation or some guidance or some help already in the Vedic scriptures. We just need to follow them up. But what we say? No, we're going to make our own plan. We're going to make our own rules. We're going to make our own ideas. How to get out? No, it's not possible. We will miss out. We will miss out our human birth. Prabhupada, many times he emphasizes in lecture, do not risk your human life. Don't play with it. Because you don't know how rare it is. Super duper rare. Super duper rare. If you risk your life, then you will miss out the point. Why did you live for? The living itself has been given in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. How to live? We all are trying to live, but how to live? That's been given here. So in this way, you can satisfy your senses also, whatever material desire you have, along with performing your spirituality. And when you get purified, at the end of your life, you can go back to Godhead. But what if you are throughout your whole life, you are only just satisfying your senses and you miss out the point why you got this human birth, then we are in the biggest loss. We are in the biggest loss. That's why Srila Prabhupada emphasizes for the scientist. When the scientists claim that we have been to this planet, that planet, no, you haven't gone anywhere because you need a certain type of a body to go there. They go to moon planet, they go to other planet, and they say we don't find any lives over there. There is no life. No, there is a life. You need eyes. Here Srila Prabhupada is saying in a purport, with your material eyes, you cannot see the people on the other planet. You need to qualify yourself from the process of spiritual life, from the knowledge of Vedic scripture. You need to make yourself, prepare yourself so you can go to that planet and you can see how these people lives. Sun planet, life is there. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, people are living there. But we are the inhabitants of this earthly planet. How can we go and see? We don't have the qualification. We are not prepared. We are not trained. Yes? How many of you have done scuba diving? Or maybe you've been to the ocean, in the water, in there. How many hours can you go there? Or you can stay there? Not much. 1-2 hours. And top of that, you have to wear a swimming suit, a proper suit there, an oxygen cylinder, and so many other precautions you take. On your feet, you just wear a kind of a flapping shoes which you can swim very easily. But how many hours can you stay? I know that when I started learning swimming some years back, and when I used to go to swimming pool, and then when I spend 2-3 hours in the water, when I come out, I can see my skins are just swollen. I can take the skin off from my finger, from my cheek here. Why? Because I am not a person or a living entity to be in the water for many hours. But if we see the fish and many other aquatic creatures, they are living. That's their home. But how come they don't get affected into their bodies because they have grabbed a suitable body to live in a suitable area, which is the water. In a similar way, living on a moon planet, living on a sun planet, and any other planet, there is a particular type of body that you earn through some process which is given in the Vedic scriptures. That's where you can go and enjoy that planet. Otherwise, it is not possible to do it. Prabhupada says, so many countries, they're spending billions and billions of dollars sending a couple of men or some kind of instrument to other planet, and when they go there and they return with some stones. I says, what kind of intelligence it is? Billions of dollars has been spent to get a couple of stones from other planet. Is that you call yourself advancement? He said, it doesn't make any sense. For that purpose, Srila Prabhupada wrote the book, Easy Journey to Other Planets. How you can, if you have a desire, Krishna fulfills all the desires. If you want to travel, want to be to other planets, yes, here is the process. Follow it, leave this body, get the body where you want to reside on a particular planet. Otherwise not. This human, one life is not enough to enjoy or to satisfy our senses. I don't know how many of you have realized this. Prabhupada says very strongly, he says this one birth is not enough, one body is not enough to enjoy or to gratify our senses. We have to take unlimited lifetime. Somebody has a desire, to eat meat, Prabhupada says, or Bhagavatam says, this human body is not enough to enjoy unlimitedly meat eating. For them, you have to take birth as a tiger or a lion or any ferocious wild animal. This human body is not enough. And if you have to eat, stool and other abominable things, then for that is hog and dog life is there. If you enjoy unlimitedly sex life, for that one pigeon and monkey is there. If you want to eat so much, elephant body is there. So unlimited types of unlimited things are there. Still, it's not coming to an end. We are not coming to a realization. Especially when you get the human birth, this human form, it has got a very higher purpose. We read from Srimad Bhagavatam that Srimad Bhagavatam teaches maybe in 11th canto or 12th canto that it gives an analogy of one creature like a moth. Moth, it has only one senses which is very weak. And what is that sense? Eyes. Eyes is very weak. And when they say a very glaring effulgent light, it goes, oh, it's very attracting, let me go and touch it. And as soon as this touches, just die. We have in our kitchen downstairs a light board is a blue color. You can see many insects, many other creatures, and they go and touch it because there is an electricity current going on, it just die as soon as they touch it. Only one senses is weak. Elephant, which senses is weak? Touch. As soon as a she-elephant comes and touches and rubs the body of a male elephant get agitated to enjoy her. And for that purpose, the hunter catches the big elephant because the she-elephant has been trained in such a way, she takes the male elephant behind her and she walks through to a certain area where there's a ditch, pitfall, and it's covered with the grass. But she is so well trained that she surpasses. But the elephant is so agitated by sexual desire, he doesn't see, he just falls into the ditch. So there, and for deer, musk, smell, or maybe ears. Ears are very, something like that. So they are all the senses, there's a particular animal or a creature is there, for one senses are weak. But as a human, all our five senses are weak. Our eyes are weak, our ears are weak, our nose are weak, our tongues are weak, our bellies are weak, our genitals are weak. By their one weak senses, they are putting their life into danger. One senses are pulling them away and put them into danger and they die. But as a human, all our five senses are pulling us to put us down. See how danger position we are in. We are in a very, very dangerous position. As soon as we hear some kind of materialistic songs, we start listening to it. Anything we see from our eyes, we start watching out for hours and hours. Anything we just want to smell, we just want to smell any Paris, France fragrance or scent or perfume and so many other things. Our all five senses are super duper weak. For that purpose, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the form of a devotee, he is setting as an example. Okay, I gave the instruction to Arjuna 5,000 years back. No problem. He understood because I only spoke Sanskrit. There was no word-to-word meaning, there was no translation, there was no purport. And that was, the Bhagavad Gita was finished just in 45 minutes. But now, Srila Prabhupada has given, all the acharyas has given us, made us so easy. Everything is available, still nothing is going in our mind and nothing is going in our practice. We are so weak. While understanding and while implementing the whole procedure seriously in our life. Why? Because we are not determined, we are not strong, we don't want to go out. We still want to live in this world and still we have a hope. Okay? There is some juices there. Chewing the chew. Bhagavatam says chewing the chew. Srila Prabhupada says, like if you go to Vrindavan, I'm pretty much sure every one of us have drank sugarcane juice, yeah? Of course, everybody, and we like it. And we can see the machine, this sugarcane goes into it, how many times that person get through the sugarcane stick into that machine. How many times? Same stick. So many times, 4 or 5, one time. I don't know, Prabhu, where have you seen one time? 4 or 5 times until he just take every single drop out of it. And when he throws into the garbage, into the bin, then you can see the cows and bulls come and they want to eat it. But at the end of the day, what they get? Nothing. Just a husk of that, sugarcane stick. Because the juice is already been taken out. Still we think there is a hope, there is some kind of a juice. And that's how the Maya plays her card. Because she gives, the most powerful bait of Maya is, what is the most powerful bait of Maya? Yes, sex life. She said, no problem, you worked so hard. No problem, 14 hours, no problem. Okay? No problem, you just paying so much loan, bills, this and that. But at the end of the night, you get what you want. Nidraye haryate naktam, vyavayena cha vyavya, diva cha arteya haya rajan, kutumb bharine nava. Srimad Bhagavatam talks about that what is the life of a materialistic person. In the morning, he is very busy to earn money to maintain his family. And in the night, either he sleeps or he enjoys sex life. And that's how he spends his life. And they are apashyatam atma tatmam. After knowing so many things, they are seeing it, but still they are not seeing it. They have been blind by their materialistic practice or association. That's why it's very, very important. If you want to change your habit, stick around with elevated devotees. Because they are the one who can take out everything. Last night, I was just reading Bhagavad Gita. One of the purport, Srila Prabhupada was mentioning the story of Narada Muni. He's saying, in a first canto, chapter number 5, where Narada Muni instructs Vyasadeva. And he tells his story when Vyasadeva asked him, "Oh my spiritual master, how did you become a Narada Muni?" Then when Narada Muni narrates his story, Srila Prabhupada is saying the power of serving Vaishnava. Okay? Narada Muni didn't go to any school. Not at all. Narada Muni did not chant any mantra. Okay? Narada Muni did not perform any sacrifices. He didn't do practically anything. He was just like a blank page. But only by serving the Bhakti Vedantist, those who came where he was living for 4 months during Chaturmasya, and he served them, and by eating their remnants, he became the Narada Muni straightway in their next life. A powerful saint. Can you see the power? Only just by associating, he didn't do anything. He was just sitting there, listening to them, whatever they were talking. He was merely serving along with his mother because she was engaged, washing their clothes, cooking for them, cleaning their house wherever they are living. Just by doing that, in his one life, he became Narada Muni. Srila Prabhupada says, that is the power of serving a Vaishnava. That is the power of serving a Vaishnava. It's not so easy. Even in Chaitanya Charitamrita it says, Bhakta Pade Duli or Bhakta Pade Jal, Bhakta Bhunkte Abhishesh, Tino Mahabal. What is Bhakta Pade Duli? The dust from the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas. Or Bhakta Pade Jal, when you wash the feet of the Vaishnava, when you drink it or put it on your head. Second, or Bhakta Bhunkte Abhishesh, means the remnants left over by their eating of their food. These three are super duper powerful. Tino Mahabal. Three are very strong strength to our spiritual life. So whenever we get a chance to serve Vaishnavas, we should not miss it out. We should not miss it out, because this is the actual strength where we can gain. I mean, we can see the quality of our chanting, how bad it is. We can see the quality of our service, how bad it is. We can see the quality of everything what we read, we just forget it. Okay? So on our own strength, we cannot uplift ourselves or transport ourselves from material to the spiritual world. We need to get engaged or take Sharanagati, those who are serving the Lord, instead of directly serving the Lord. And if the person says, no, I'm not going to serve the devotee, I'm going to directly serve the Lord, what does the Lord say? What's his answer to this thought? If you think you are my devotee, no way, you are not my devotee. If you think you are a devotee of my devotee, then I consider you as my devotee. So when I was getting trained up, like 13, 14 years back, during my, this initial life of my bhakti, so when my seniors, when they were training me, so they get me into the temple and they say, could you see who is serving here? Who is a devotee? I said, okay, let me see. I said, that Prabhu is serving there. That Mataji is serving there. And this Prabhu says, you go and ask that Prabhu or Mataji, do you need any help? Prabhuji, do you need any help in your service? They say, yes, that's how you get elevated. Because the person who is engaged in the service of the Lord, and when you go to him or her and say, may I help you in other service? And when they say, yes, I do need help. And that's how is the fastest way to progress in your spiritual life. But the tendency is there not to become bossanu boss, not dasanu das. Means the tendency is in spiritual life to become the servant of the servant, but our material tendency is to become the boss of the boss. To surpass everybody. To become the guru of the guru. No, that is not the right etiquette. That's where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was chastising one person, maybe Jagadananda Pandit or somebody he was chastising, when this devotee was trying to correct to Sanatana Goswami. He gave some instruction to Sanatana Goswami. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't know that, even though he knew everything, but Sanatana Goswami was doing something. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, who asked you to do this, Sanatan? And then Sanatan Goswami is a spiritual master of all the spiritual masters, such a powerful acharya. And then says, he so and so devotee asked me to do this and he asked me to do like that. Then Mahaprabhu got very upset. He says, this is a new fellow. How dare he did that? He was instructing you. How come this etiquette has not been followed? He says, no, this is not the right etiquette. If the person who performs his service in such an etiquette, then he's not very dear to me. I don't shower his blessings. There is another case in Chaitanya Charitamrita where this lady, this Mataji, she was a Sudrani, like servant. Okay? All the big pandits, all the big devotees, all the big sadhus, they were doing Abhishek to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Do you know that pastime? Anybody? Yeah. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everybody was doing Abhishek, bringing all the waters, all the ghee and everything, all the paraphernalia. And everybody was thinking, let me come up front. Let me come. When Guru comes, that's what we do. We just want to show our face. Let me come in front of my Guru. Let me do some seva, cleaning, mopping temple mop, setting up the mic and this. Because when my Guru will see me, how beautifully am I serving in front of me, then he will shower his blessings upon me. But throughout the whole year, we don't show our face. So, everybody was doing like that. They were abhisheking. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stopped. He says, may I know who is getting that much water? Who is that devotee? And who is that? She's a woman. Okay? And she's a Shudrani. She's a servant. She's nowhere. She doesn't know Shastra. She doesn't know anything. No chanting, no Vedic scripture, no cleanliness to the body, nothing. Just a mere maid servant. So what she did? She was just being asked, you do one thing, take a pot, go to 4 or 5 miles away, or maybe whatever miles away, bring the water pot, okay, because we're going to use this water pot in the service of the Lord. Nobody recognized her except Mahaprabhu. He said, wait a minute, who is getting that much water? Oh, Mahaprabhu, there is a, like a maid servant, just an ordinary lady, she's doing it. She's bringing that much water and you are telling her she's an ordinary woman? What's her name? Oh, her name is Dukhi. No, bring her here. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu calls her, come here. And she comes. And when she comes, what's your name? Dukhi. No, you are not Dukhi. From now onward, your name will be Sukhi. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed her like anything. Blessed her like anything. And everybody was shocked. We know all the Shastras. We know everything. How come this ordinary woman got the blessings? In Bhagavatam, Lord Krishna says, Na samadhito mam yogo, na sankyam dharma uddhava, na swadhyaya tapastyago, yatha bhakti mamurjita. I am not controlled by any mental speculation, any Vedic study. I am not controlled by any mystic power. I am not controlled by any austerity. I am not controlled by any tapas. I am not controlled by any charity. I am not controlled by anything. If you want to control me, yatha bhakti mamurjita. Only just by pure devotional service to my pure devotees, that is the fastest way to come to Lord Krishna. So that's where here Lord has said and setting up an example, being as his own devotee in form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I will stop here. If anybody has any questions or any comments, they can make it. And I would like to... Okay, Prabhu has one. Do we have another microphone, please? Maybe see on the top if it's there. See if it works. Yeah, it does work.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you for your very nice there is a different part also. There is this is a sadhana. It's like if someone has $1,000 and you working for $5, $10 a day, and he can give you $1,000 and you can be free from that all that work. You don't have to be working like that. So then there is a part of capacity where you get the special mercy of the Lord, and you can gain such great progress. You like the person who is laboring, ordinary laboring. He has to work so much, but if he gets the blessing of the person who has all the wealth, give him $1 million, then he's free from that. So could you explain that Kripa Siddha?
So Sitaram Prabhu is explaining that he read one of the statement of Srila Prabhupada that if the person is working throughout the whole day earning $5-10, but somebody comes and gives him $500, then he is free from that thing. Means Kripa Siddh. If the Lord wants to give somebody Kripa without doing hard work, so he wants me to say something on this part, So the answer is yes, definitely. There are different type of devotees like sadhana siddha, okay, and nitya siddha and kripa siddha. So siddha means those who have perfected their life. So the person who is following rules and regulations like we are doing under the guidance of our spiritual master and Srila Prabhupada, so when someone becomes or make his life perfect, then it means he has been perfected his life through sadhana. Okay, and other type of devotees, they are nitya siddha. They come from the spiritual world like Srila Prabhupada and many others. So they are already perfected. And the third category is kripa siddha, which is the mercy of the Lord. Yes. But Bhagavatam also says, before getting the mercy of the Lord, you need to get the mercy of his devotees. Because without the sanction of the devotees, Lord also does not give his mercy. In the case of the story I just narrated in my lecture of this Mataji, Dukhi, okay, you can see she was engaged in the service of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associate, his devotees. She did not approach Mahaprabhu that, okay, let me sit and, I will wait for the day when Krishna will feel that he has to give me kripa siddhi. Then he will do it, so let me wait. No. If we have to get the mercy of the Lord, we have to do some endeavor. We have to qualify ourselves. It's up to the Lord. If he wants to give anybody, he can give to anybody without their qualification. But still, we have to perform our spiritual life under the guidance of a pure devotee. That's why Lord has sent them to this material world. Because everything we just want in a very cheap way. Okay, it says in the statement, yes, but it says, but in which context it has been said, that has to be understood very carefully. If everybody will think, okay, Lord is kripa siddha, if he gives anybody without their qualification, so that means I should not chant, I should not do any seva, I should not eat prasadam, I can do so many nonsense and wait for his mercy. So let me give him a chance to serve me. So when he will feel, oh, this fellow, I have to give him mercy, so let me go. No, this is not the way. In a Damodar Lila, this 2-finger knowledge is there, yes? That whole story of 2 fingers. For the first finger is endeavor. Second finger is Lord's mercy. So being as a devotee, we have to do endeavor to serve him, to please him. And it's up to the Lord. If he wants, he may please in 1 day. If he wants, he may please in 10 days. If he wants, he may please in 10 lifetime or billions of lifetime. It's up to him. But at least we have to show my Lord, oh my Lord, even though if you want to give me mercy or you don't want to give me mercy, I still want to serve you. That is the meditation, or that is the goal of a completely Shuddha, pure devotee's mind. Even though if you don't want to give me mercy. What is that? That Shiksha Ashitam? Ashilasya Padratan Pinashtumam अदर्शना मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा विदधातु लम्पटो मत प्राणनाथास्तु एव सनापरा. This is the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, whether you want to throw me, whether you don't want to come in front of me, whether you don't want to give me your darshan, it's okay, still I will worship you. So where is the mood of that worship? So that means we are not asking anything for ourselves. We are only asking whether, my Lord, you want to put me in this material world or in a hellish planet or any other situation. But kindly give me intelligence or a strength that in all the situation I may serve you without any second thought for myself. Only just to please you. So we have to come to that platform. I hope that answer satisfies you.
Yes, very beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Do you have one? Okay, thank you so much. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande.